From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, October the 16th, 2017. Syria launched surface-to-air missiles this morning at Israeli Air Force jets. The IAF aircraft were making a routine flight over Lebanon when they came under attack. And while the Syrian army claims they successfully hit one of the Israeli planes, the IDF said that was false and that neither aircraft was actually hit. In response to the incident, the IAF targeted the anti-aircraft battery in Syria, destroying its radar. The IDF said Israel holds the Syrian regime responsible for the incident. Spokesman Brigadier General Ronen Manelis said this was a Syrian provocation and we will not allow it. The IDF further said that preserving the relative stability is a common interest and Israel has no intention of destabilizing the situation. Syria warned of, quote, dangerous repercussions after the Israeli retaliation. And last night, 2 rockets were fired at southern Israel. The projectiles were launched from the Sinai. At least one of them landed in an open area and no damage or injury was reported. Israeli troops were looking for the second rocket. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for the rockets, which were likely fired by an IS affiliate in the Sinai. Ynet reported that IS news agency Amak said the terror group was targeting Israel Air Force jets flying in the area. Also yesterday, Israeli border and military police officers arrested a Palestinian teenager who arrived at a West Bank military court with a concealed suspicious object resembling a pipe bomb. A police sapper was sent to the scene to neutralize the explosive device, and the teen was taken for questioning. Israel's Minister of Culture and Sport, Miri Regev, has sent a letter to the president of the International Judo Federation after learning that Israel's 12 representatives to the Judo Grand Slam event coming up this month in Abu Dhabi will not be allowed to compete under Israel's flag. Israel Judo Association Chairman Moshe Ponte told Regev in a meeting that he was informed that the Israeli competitors were not allowed to have the Israeli flag on their uniform and that the letters ISR representing Israel will not appear by their names on the scoreboard. Instead, they would be listed as representatives of the International Judo Federation. Also, if any Israelis were to win a gold medal, Israel's national anthem would not be played. In her letter, Regev writes that the demand to appear without national symbols is contrary to the mandate of international sports associations, the main aim of which is to separate politics from sport and strengthen sport as a bridge and connection between people's cultures and countries. The Grand Slam event takes place from October the 26th through the 28th. And an update and clarification for you on a story we reported on last week of a sukkah that was thought to have been vandalized at Kansas State University. If you recall, the sukkah was found destroyed and wrapped around a car on October the 6th in what was thought to have been a deliberate anti-Semitic act. An email was sent out by the school's administration strongly condemning the incident. The sukkah was rebuilt and a solidarity dinner was held. But now police say the sukkah was damaged during some inclement weather that night. The Wichita Eagle reported late Friday that the Kansas State University Police Department determined that the damage to the sukkah was caused by thunderstorms, heavy rain, and high winds, and not vandalism. And that witnesses told police they saw the sukkah tumbling in the wind during the storm. Well, an archaeological dig under the Western Wall has revealed an ancient theater in Jerusalem's Old City. The 200-seat Roman theater, thought to have been built following the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE, was uncovered during excavations of the Western Wall and tunnels, and the Israel Antiquities Authority said the theater discovery confirms historical writings that describe such a structure near the Temple Mount. The dig has been going on for 2 years to expose a massive below-ground section of the Western Wall. Excavators Joe Uziel and Tehila Lieberman called the surprise discovery of the theater sensational.
We know from historical sources that there was a theater in Jerusalem, and for about 150 years, researchers and archaeologists were looking for the theater unsuccessfully.
During the excavations, a complete surprise was exposing in the center of the excavation area a theater-like structure, the first of its kind to be exposed in Jerusalem.
And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS from Monday, October the 16th. At 7 o'clock, it's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth Westheimer. At 7:30, Christian international scholar and lawyer Dr. Jacques Gauthier of Toronto offers in-depth analysis at an address organized by Camera and by Columbia Barnard Hillel in a JBS exclusive. At 8:30, writer Aaron Davidman talks about Wrestling Jerusalem, the film adaptation of his one-man stage performance in which he plays both Israelis and Palestinians seeking answers to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That's on New Jewish Cinema with Judy Gelman. At 9 tonight, Mark Golub sits down with Bar Ilan professor Mordechai Kedar on L'chaim, and then at 10, award-winning Israeli author David Grossman discusses his novel, A Horse Walks Into a Bar, from the 92nd Street Y in New York with fellow author Nicole Krauss. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, Mark Golub speaks with Executive Vice Chairman of the Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, Malcolm Hoenlein. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, October the 16th, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader.